look like a wreck. I'm losing light fast. Don't know if I'm gonna get this last run done. I had like 2 other projects I wanted to complete today because it's such nice weather, but they're just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. All right, I just rolled the last of what I had of this wide fabric, and it was just long enough. It's getting dark, but I'm finishing at this point. I feel like it's all working out, and I'm gonna do it. All right, y'all, it is the next day. It got dark on me, but it wound up, I got the ground cover in the big high tunnel done, but there is a storm front blowing in. Storms are heading this way. That's just spring in the south, spring in Arkansas. So it's super windy. It has blown like crazy all night. So I'm probably not gonna be able to talk a whole lot when I get outside, but I'm gonna go show you the finished product in the high tunnel. I'm going to take you over by the bees and show you, we broke the ground up and we have planted a huge amount of pollinator flowers. Like they're flowers and grasses and just all kinds of things that feed the bees. Ben can tell you at some point what all's in there. There's a ton of stuff in there. All kinds of things that have blooms on them that they can feed off of. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going out to the front garden to tack back down the ground cover out there. It's a mess out there. And then we're heading in the greenhouse. Maybe I'll be able to talk some in there. I've got to do some reseeding of things that didn't sprout from the last time I planted seeds. And then I've got to start some more. We are planning to have a big plant sale here in the spring, early spring, so people can get their garden plants. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Hopefully we'll have meat for sale that day and plants and all kinds of stuff. So I got to get some of those started because I need them started early enough for other people to get them and plant them in their gardens. So gonna work on that today, and it's just fun to me to take a break from all the animal stuff and to just get my hands in the dirt a little bit. So let's go. I think it is honestly the windiest it's ever been here, and this is a windy spot, but this wind is crazy today. So I feel like it went from a mess in here to more manageable and tolerable. Sorry for all the noise, but it is crazy. Plastic is slapping everywhere. You may be wondering, I just wanted to give you a quick reasoning behind why I covered this. You may be wondering, because I broad forked this whole thing last fall, which still made a fantastic difference. It's so soft, it's so loose soil in here. It's awesome. It really sold me on the benefits of broad forking. And my long-term goal in here is to broad fork and to put a layer of probably cardboard and then a heavy layer of compost, plant in those, and then as the cardboard breaks down, have just really, really great soil on top of there that I have fed and that I have worked. I have just really took care of, stay on top of the weeds and all those things. And just being transparent with you guys, I've looked into doing that. And if you have a huge compost pile, that would be one thing. But it would take a lot of compost to put any sort of a decent layer in this greenhouse, in this high tunnel. I looked into having it brought in, and just to do a reasonable layer in here was gonna be about $1,000. And just being transparent with you guys, we just don't have $1,000 laying around, and I know some of you don't either. So what we are gonna do for this year, we're covering it. We already had this ground cover, so we're gonna put it to good use, try to really choke back some weeds. And as we burn the holes to put the plants, we have some rabbit manure. We're gonna amend with those things. You can get some amendments even just from your local Walmart or supermarket for pretty cheap by the bag. You could just amend each hole to make it work. Because just in all honesty, not everyone has enough money to bring in truckloads of compost, and we're just not there yet. I would really like to be able to produce our own compost. We have lots of different things that could go into that, but we just aren't there yet either. All right, you saw that little spot that was not covered. That's because on a day not quite this windy, but it was definitely windy, blew that off and wrapped it in the barbed wire fence. Emily and I spent forever untangling that. Not gonna tackle that today, but otherwise, I've got this tapped back down. Just need to put the irrigation back in place, but that can wait for another day. Getting closer to planting. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Well, we're taking little bites. Hope y'all can hear me. One last thing I want to show you before we quit out here and move inside for more jobs I have to do inside today. And that is this pollinator area. We broke the ground up. We've got lots of things planted. They're gonna be right in front of the bees. So let me give you a look at this area. So we're actually working with some people who actually know a whole lot more about what to plant for bees than we do. We know the general information that you can find online, but they have made this blend, and this was actually part of our grant for the high tunnel we got through the NRCS. So anyway, trying to fulfill all our obligations with that, as well as all these things help heal the land, save the pollinators, all the things that we care about. All right, last gardening task for now. I'm in the greenhouse, there's storms brewing, so I'm gonna try to get some things done, probably get back in the house. I told y'all when I started these seeds, I'm a beginner. So one thing we're gonna do is go back and some seeds that didn't sprout, I'm gonna put some more seeds in these trays. I might have planted them a little too deep. This seed is not new, it could be the seed, who knows? But I don't want to give up and just start over on this. Y'all can see it right here. There's lots of bare spots. It did get really hot in here one day, and you can see like these. So you can definitely see a few sprouted and then just shriveled up. So I'm gonna get those redone, and then I'm gonna plant some new things as well. All right, y'all, I am done for the day. I have got lots of racks of veggies sprouting over here. These are all, I believe, 81 cell trays, and I have got 5 of them, so you can do the math. We've got a lot of plants sprouted, a variety of things. I don't sprout everything from seeds. A lot of things I direct sow, squashes, melons, just lots of things, cucumbers. So this is mainly like flowers, herbs, early stuff like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, all that kind of stuff, bok choy, and then my tomatoes and peppers. Peppers take a while. They take longer than other things, so that's why I'm going ahead and starting them. Although peppers don't really thrive here until it really gets hot, like hot summer, that's when we start getting peppers. But it's time for us to get them started. Really excited. The main thing, and I've learned it on this first round, is keep them moist. If they start sprouting and coming up and then you let them dry out, especially if they're under a grow light or they're in a greenhouse where it's gonna get really warm, you gotta keep them moist or they will burn and you'll be back to square one like me. So just wanted to mention that. It's kind of nice to have a video with you guys that's not out working cows and stuff. I love doing that kind of stuff, but I do this kind of stuff too. I just don't always film it. So anyway, thanks for spending time with me. We got a lot accomplished. I hope you're getting things accomplished where you are and you're gearing up for a great spring and summer. Let's make it the best one yet. I hope if you watch my video about getting healthy, you're on that train with me. There's still time. Even if you didn't get on now. If you got on and fell off, get back on. We can do this. This is the year of getting healthy, and growing your own vegetables, what better way to do it? I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and God bless.